Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be reacting to some more Nostalgia Critic, and it's going to be the Langoliers, or Langoliers, whatever the hell you pronounce that word. Hopefully you can pronounce the word much more better than I am right now. But I've never heard of this movie, or whatever the hell it is. So let's see what the Nostalgia Critic has to say about it. Let's go. We're going in blind here. Oh, we're going into the Twilight Zone, actually.
A world
Jesus.
of overused characters and cliches. A world where heavy acting is rewarded and terrible effects are the norm.
It from Stephen King.
A world where plot devices are either over-explained or not explained enough.
Was that Dean Stockwell?
Behind that door is a river of blood.
My eyes are
Behind
playing
that
with
door,
me.
two scary little girls.
That's from the movie
Behind that
Shining.
door, a shitty remake that fucks it all up. You're about to enter the Stephen King miniseries.
Oh, is this a Stephen King miniseries? Is this a TV series?
Okay, before you guys go nuts, I want to emphasize I don't hate Stephen King. He's a very talented writer and has written some very
Misery's
good stories.
great, that movie,
But that doesn't mean
Misery.
I have to like everything he's done. And on top of that, that doesn't mean that the movies and miniseries
Storm of
based
the
on his books are
Century
that
is
great
amazing
either.
as well.
Case in point,
I
the
absolutely love
Langoliers.
Storm of the Century by Stephen King. The Langoliers. Okay. That's how you pronounce
This is
it.
one of those drawn-out miniseries from the mid-90s. Everybody was hooked despite its incredibly
Never
goofy
seen it
moments,
before.
but were then suddenly let down by one of the silliest payoffs ever. It's long, it's silly, it's over the top. It's a Stephen King miniseries.
Okay.
Let's take a look. So we see a bunch of people arriving at an airport in LA. One of them is a little blind girl named Dinah. One is a woman named Laurel.
Alright.
And one is a British assassin, hired to kill
A
someone.
British
By
assassin.
who, you may ask? Well, by the director himself, Tom Holland.
See you in London on Saturday. We'll have a pint to
Wow, the
celebrate.
director's in this.
Now you might be wondering why I
Was
know
this a
who
Shyamalan
Tom
movie?
Holland is. Well, I did a little research and found out that he directed such movies as Child's Play and Fright Night.
Right. It was
Why
two
does this
decent
matter?
movies.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter at all. They were silly movies then, and they're silly movies now.
It was silly, but pretty decent.
What's that? Why am I bringing it up then? Well, I guess I'm wondering why his name takes up 2/3 of the credits. I
Yeah,
mean,
damn.
holy shit, his name is huge. You got all these other people, who cares? Tom Holland!
Yeah, what happened
Outlined
to
in
Stephen
shiny
King's
metallic lettering.
big name?
It's bigger than Stephen King's name. Well, I guess if this is the same guy who brought us this.
Dinner's in the oven.
We're in good hands. By the way, while watching this opening, tell me you don't want to hear this music.
Come on, airport music. What was that? Airplane, the movie Airplane. That comedy, I love that.
There's also a pilot played by David Morris who's traveling to
And
Boston
don't
as
call
a
me
passenger.
Shirley.
So everybody boards the shamefully fake CGI plane and wakes up to a shocking surprise. Most of the people on the plane have just vanished.
Oh, of
Would
course.
somebody speak
It's one
to
of
me,
those
please?
movies.
I'm sorry, but my aunt's gone, and I'm
That
blind.
fucking Nicolas Cage sort of left behind where the world's ending, I'm guessing.
It's all right. It's all right. What's wrong?
Where is everybody? They've gone. They've all gone.
What do you mean? Where's
My
everybody?
eyes are deceiving me. I'm seeing David
Wait a minute,
Morse
you
from
just
The
walked like
Rock.
10 rows and you didn't notice any of them didn't have people in it? I know you're a pilot, but surely you know planes are more full than this.
Where is
That's
everybody?
David Morse.
What's going on?
Wow.
Vicky!
They're getting some really popular characters in this.
someone shut this brat up?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
damn.
Is that?
I just...
It is!
Don't know who he is.
It's Ralphie from Perfect Strangers! Oh, Jesus, please tell me he gives an over-the-top performance!
I have a meeting at Boston's Prudential Center at 9 o'clock this morning. Promptly at 9 o'clock.
Wow, I like
That's
him
what's
already.
important.
Oh, it's just
Oh, Lord.
way
Thank you for this
overreacting.
performance and the actor you have chosen to kill it.
Blessed be our
Only he will
Father for
supply
thank you
great
for this
laughter
bad
for this
movie.
review. So it turns out only a handful of people are left on the plane. All that's left of the other passengers are material items like watches and earphones. Even the pilots have disappeared. But does Balky care about this? Of course not, don't be ridiculous.
Now I have three questions.
Yeah, that is
for you.
David
Number
Morse.
one,
I
who
recognize his
authorized an
face from The
unscheduled
Rock
stop?
and other
Number
movies.
Two, where was that stop made? And number three, why?
You ever watch Mr. Spock on Star Trek? Just if you don't shut your cake hole, you bloody idiot, I'll be happy to demonstrate his Vulcan sleeper hold for you.
Oh,
Did he
no.
just make Star Trek sound badass?
As a
So he
Trekkie,
puts him in a
as
nose
a Star
hole.
Trek
Don't
fan,
believe me?
don't
Listen.
say that again. That was just
See,
cheap.
and that seems to shut him up for a while. Meanwhile, the pilot goes into the cockpit to see if he can radio for help.
Air Force Control, this is American Pride, Flight 29. Do you read me? Over?
What?
It turns out nobody's responding on the ground, and the pilot's too afraid to land in one of the busiest airports in the world. So where are they gonna go?
No, we're heading to Bangor, Maine.
Maine! I know we're not playing the Stephen King drinking game, but I don't care. I gotta take a drink to
Is that Malibu drink?
Oh. What is your fetish with that place? And of course, Balky doesn't like this at all.
This Bangor International Airport.
I keep seeing Dean Stockwell in this movie. That's not right.
Important business meeting in Boston this morning at 9 o'clock!
My wide-angle lens is about to burst!
And I forbid you!
That's not Dean Stockwell.
You're scaring the little girl.
That can't be.
Scaring the little girl! Scaring the little girl! Lady!
Did he just get castrated on that
What
line?
the fuck?
Scaring the little girl!
Scaring the little girl!
That's my voice. It
Speaking of
breaks.
which, the little girl suddenly sees what Balky is seeing, and discovers that most of his vision is distorted by scary imagery.
Ooh. Man. Creepy.
cannot take serious. It's very important.
Of course, everybody wonders what the hell that was about, and the little girl explains.
We all look like monsters to him.
How could you know that? Are
I'm
you
sure
psychic?
We don't. What made you say that? I hear things sometimes. People's thoughts.
Somebody get the straight jacket.
So yes, it turns out the little girl is psychic. Might as well add her
Yeah,
to the
fuck it.
unexplained
Why
psychic
not?
children's class.
I had a
who
feeling
exist
she
in
was
TV and
psychic.
movies.
Because, of course, blind people are psychic.
We also come across a mystery writer who's trying to deduce
That's
what is
not
happening
Dean
on this plane.
Stockwell
And oddly
from
enough,
Quantum
he's
Leap.
exactly
It
like the
is.
character out of a bad mystery
Oh
novel.
my fucking
I
god.
also had been asleep.
I can't believe
What
he's
about
in
you,
this
boy?
TV series. This is incredible.
I'm a mystery writer. Deduction is my bread and butter.
Bread and
So
butter.
I deduce.
like him already. I love
Everyone
I
was
love bread and
asleep,
butter.
including all those people that were subtracted, along with the flight crew, of course, dear boy.
Perhaps, dear boy, if I deduce
He was
a
in
little
Quantum
bit more,
Leap.
my
He played
acting will
Al.
become a
The
little
little
bit more
Ziggy
attractive.
handheld.
Does anybody
device.
notice the teddy bear out on the plane?
Is that William
He looks suspiciously
Shatner?
like the teddy bear from The Shining. The one that was giving a blowjob for some reason. Another Stephen King story. Coincidence or something more? I deduce, dear boy. So they finally reach Maine, and for some reason, nobody wants to see what's actually down there.
I really don't want to go down there.
I'm scared stiff. God help us all. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
I'm scared.
You
What's wrong
don't
with these
want to
people? You're on
land?
a plane where everybody disappeared. How
Yeah,
the hell are you
don't
gonna be
wanna-
safe there? Oh no, there might be people down there to question us and want to solve our problem. Oh, the horror!
What the hell?
Also, don't you just love how the adult is whining to the kid and the kid has to make her feel better?
You know something, Dinah? What? I really don't want to go down there. I mean, I
She's
really
supposed to
don't.
be
If it'll make you feel any
comforting the kid, not the
You're
other
not the
way
only one.
around.
Don't worry, fully grown, mature woman. I, a terrified little blind girl, will keep you comfort.
Thank you.
Yeah, what the fuck? This movie, this TV series defies logic. It's a TV series for a movie.
Looks
Whoa.
like somebody's getting a smooth landing over here.
This got X-rated real fast.
Into its full upright position.
This did not turn PG.
Oh yeah.
Please, I don't want to die. I just don't want to die.
And I don't want to say that line anymore, so we're just gonna go with that take.
But of course, they land just fine. And as is typical of Maine, it's weird, creepy, and totally filled with things that Stephen King is afraid of.
This place smells wrong. Really badly wrong.
How can you...
We have to investigate. We don't have any choice.
Why? Why do we have to?
You know she's right. We should go back on the plane and wait to die.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Listen. There's nothing to smell and nothing to hear.
nothing to smell, nothing to
Well, this
hear.
is getting dull. Where's another wide-angle shot of Balky? There we go.
You realize I can turn you in for this.
Mr. Toomey, are you aware of what has happened to us?
There are no excuses.
Mr. Toomey?
Just terrible.
Oh, hey! An obnoxious flashback and a crazy parrot! That's two Stephen King
damn.
cliches in one! I don't want the hangover. Apparently Apparently Balky has a flashback to when his father was angry because he got an A- in class.
Jesus.
An A-? I got a trip to Chuck E. Cheese when that happened.
Why does he look like he's from The Walking
Lazy
Dead?
bums who lie down on the job, Craig.
Nah, that's not him.
They
You know, when he
will
was
eat you alive,
handcuffed on the top of the
alive
roof
and screaming.
Well,
from
at
The
least
Walking
now we know
Dead.
where
That's
he gets
not
his
him.
happy acting
I
from.
can't be.
Understand that
It looks
the
like him,
economic
though.
fate of nations may hinge on this
Or is it
meeting.
him?
No, I don't have the time.
I can't tell.
What the hell do you know about time? Ask me about time! Ask me!
Okay.
I give him 2 more
calm
seconds
down.
before he fully transforms into a cartoon character. We all know it's coming. You can't hold it back.
Ask me about time! Ask me!
So again, they calm him down, and they go
Okay.
through the luggage conveyor belt. I don't know if
Why?
it's
Why
going through
didn't he
door.
just go through a
They
door?
go inside
Yeah.
and find that the place is abandoned. Plus, little things like smells and sounds have all been slightly muted. And it seems like the clocks have stopped too.
Okay. Maybe the batteries are dead. Who knows?
While that's going on, Balky starts to hallucinate about his father.
You had an appointment in Boston.
No, it wasn't my fault. I was kidnapped.
There are no excuses.
Jesus.
And they play the
No,
most
he's-
common game in a
he's
Stephen
not
King
in
miniseries.
The Walking
Who
Dead,
can overact
The
with their
Rooftop.
mouth open the
That's not
whites?
him. He looked
Well, I
like
am
it
going
in
to
the
explode,
close-up,
Father,
the
I don't
wrinkles,
give a damn.
but he's
You know what
not.
I did?
Oh, not bad. 7 centimeters.
7
Balky's dad's gonna have to really overact in order to beat that size.
Love is not part of the big picture.
Wow! An astonishing 12 centimeters! You can drive the Oscar Mayer truck through that hole! Congratulations!
I thought he was from The
Biggest
Walking
ever
Dead,
actor
you know,
in
the
this movie.
rooftop when he
I say
was
that call him a
handcuffed.
dance of joy.
A younger version. Dance of Joy.
So as he goes through an airport security door, which of course isn't locked,
Of course.
Dinah swears she hears a creepy sound in the distance. So creepy that it forces her to take off her glasses even though it has no impact on her vision.
Okay.
Dinah, tell us what you hear.
It's very faint. A really terrible, scary sound. And it's awful. A little like Rice Krispies after you pour in the milk.
What?
I'm sorry, what was that incredibly scary comparison again?
What?
A little like Rice Krispies after you pour in the
Did you
milk.
just compare breakfast with a scary moment?
Put a search out for these guys. But be cautious. They are part of a complete breakfast.
But I know it's closer than it was, because something's coming. There's something making that horrible cereal noise.
Oh my
Did this movie
god.
really just coin the phrase horrible cereal noise?
You
Is this
can't
a
get
phrase that needs to
scared
exist?
when you start using cereal words.
It's coming!
The milk is coming, it's gotta pour into the cereal.
Going to die. We're all gonna die a snappy, crackling poppy death.
God. Yeah, that's not scary at all. You can't build up tension when you're
So we see
comparing
Balky
it to
comes
Rice
across
Krispies.
another unlocked door where he finds a gun in one of the storage lockers.
Wow.
Now, if there's anything this movie is proving, is that airport security doesn't come down hard enough.
Yeah, airport security sucks here. Everyone's James Bond with a gun.
You're out there, aren't you? But I'll be gone by the time you get here.
Okay.
I'm going to Boston.
Oh.
As you say, there's none of that stuff here. But when we woke up, it was on the plane.
Does nobody see him right now?
Maybe
Yeah, he's
nobody
sort
was
of-
here when it happened.
No, that's nonsense.
Seriously, nobody sees him right now. You're looking right at him.
Yeah, can't you see his...
I hear him much better than you idiots can see him right in front of your fucking faces.
Yeah, Jesus.
So Billy from Power Rangers attacks and gets shot. But luckily, bullets seem to have no effect in this world. So they get some rope and tie up the doofus before he acts any crazier.
Bullets don't have any effect in this world.
Don't
What?
you?
Maybe time stops bullets? Who
I mean, all
knows?
he tried to do was kill
my
somebody.
guess
That doesn't
is-
call for being rough.
My guess is
This is all
they've
very
gone for a
riveting,
parallel
but I
universe.
think it's time
or
for another
something.
Shatner performance.
I think I found a fallacy in our thinking.
Oh, he's about to
And it is
explain all
this.
this. A rational explanation.
We
Thank
all
you.
assumed
Come on,
as
Dean
we
Stockwell.
began
Please
to
give us a
grasp
rational
the
explanation.
dimensions of this event.
God, I swear his pauses were written into the screenplay. I swear to God. I mean, let's count them. Let's count how many pauses are in this few seconds.
I think I found a fallacy in our thinking, and it is this. We all assumed as we began to grasp the dimensions of this event that something had happened to the rest of the world. But the evidence doesn't bear that assumption out. What has happened to us.
9 pauses. That's 9 pauses! Can somebody just tell this idiot to get to the point?
Please,
You had
Mr.
one
Jenkins, can we
fucking
get to the
job.
point?
One job.
Every now and then, a hole appears in the stream of time. Not a time warp, but a
Come on, Team Stockwell.
time
Come on,
rip.
you've got
So he
this.
suggests that might be a
Come on
time
now.
warp that the plane flew into. But that it doesn't
You're an
work
expert
like how
on
most
time. You're
travel
from
movies say
Quantum
it
Leap.
works.
that one can't appear in the Texas State School Book Depository on November 22nd, 1963.
Of course they had to make him explain about time.
No, that would be a friggin'
He's from
awesome
Quantum
storyline.
Leap.
This is the
So if you could actually follow any of that, they had to find some fuel and escape fast, or else they'll vanish
Yeah,
with the rest
I
of the
don't
time.
get it.
Dinah, for whatever reason, decides she wants to find out more about these Langoliers that Balky was talking about.
Tell me more about them.
My father used to say that the Langoliers were little creatures that lived in closets.
Like elves.
No!
Don't be ridiculous.
He said that all they really were was hair and teeth and fast little legs.
Robin Williams?
He
Okay.
said that they could catch up with
Robin
all
Williams.
the bad little boys no matter how quickly they scamper.
Stop it. You're scaring her.
Yeah, you're scaring the little girl.
You're scaring the little girl.
Scaring the little girl!
So everybody realizes that
Scaring
they
the
can't
little
burn
girl.
the fuel
Someone
for the
just
plane
nearly
because
died
fire doesn't
by a
work in
gun.
this world. But generic McDork here believes that he might have the solution to our problem.
I
Oh,
have the
God.
solution to our problem.
They get
Okay.
to the plane and bring the food and beer that used to have no flavor. But it turns out in the plane, it does. Which means time works okay inside, and therefore the fuel will work as well.
Why?
However, while
Time
everybody's looking
residual
at that,
on the
Balky
plane?
escapes and
A
gets himself a
quantum
knife.
footprint?
But it's okay. The
A
little girl is there
fingerprint
to
on
try
the
and comfort
plane?
him.
He's scared to death. I feel so sorry for him.
A quantum
Mr.
molecular
Tillman, please
structure
come
of
out.
time springs constructed steadily on the plane. Whoa.
Well, you know that's really scaring the little girl.
Did the kid just
Scaring
get
the little
stabbed?
girl!
Jesus.
Don't you worry, love. We're gonna have you right as rain in no time flat.
Okay.
Listen to me. She's got internal bleeding. We don't get this blade out of her right now. Damn
She's
quick,
still...
She's gonna drown her
She
own
can
blood.
still hear you.
Right as rain, darling, right as rain. She is going to drown in
Yeah,
her own
what are you
blood.
talking
Right as rain,
about? She
darling,
can
right
still
as
hear you.
drown.
She
So
can
Dorky
hear
and the
you.
black
What the
guy go
hell?
looking for a stretcher.
You
But
know-
Balky is there waiting for him. It's okay. He's a black guy in a Stephen King film. They always turn out fine, right?
Oh god, here we go. It's always the black people that die first in the movies,
You're
they
one of them
say.
too, aren't you? A Langolier.
So cliche,
You know what,
I
Phoenix?
mean,
This
come
guy
on.
has survived 3 Silence of the Lambs movies, and yet it's a Stephen King flick that finally kills him off.
I'm telling you, man, the black guy always dies first.
Yeah, they say that. But I don't know if
The
that's
dork knocks
true
him
or
out with a
not.
toaster in the
I don't know
bag,
if
and
it
the
is
prick
true or
decides
not.
whether or not he should kill him. But then he remembers
Someone
how
should
the
do a
blind girl
study.
told him to leave him alive, so that's exactly what he does. He doesn't tie up his
I've
hands or
never
anything,
really
he just sort of lets the psychotic
watched
killer
a lot
sit
of
there
movies
until
to
he
know
wakes
if
up. What
black
secret
guy always
idiot
dies
service did this
first.
guy work for again? But, get this, the girl, even though she's been stabbed, uses her psychic powers to make Balky believe she's really there.
Hurry, Craig.
Maybe a near-death
Now stand,
experience
Craig,
has
stand.
made her tap into a power. Some sort of...
Just as they get fuel to the plane and everyone gets on board,
Oh,
the girl
boy.
creates a false image, again with her psychic powers, and makes Balky believe that he's at the meeting he was trying to reach. You know, is she so good at this shit? How come she didn't predict when she was gonna get stabbed?
That's how I walk. I walk like that.
Hey, nanny, 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 hey, nanny, nanny, nanny.
Never mind him right now. We're all out of time.
So he makes it to the meeting and finds that Stephen King is there to give his blessing to this shitstorm of a miniseries.
Tell us how much money you made for us.
I didn't make any money for you. I didn't make any money for you. I lost money for you. And I did it deliberately. I did it deliberately. I did it deliberately.
Actually, I think this is how the meeting went with Tom Holland and Stephen King after this movie was released.
Yeah, this is real.
But that
This is
crackling
real
noise is
footage.
getting louder. And we finally figure out what's been getting closer and closer all this time.
What?
Oh,
What is
let's
it?
get ready for letdown!
Okay, what is it?
Yep. This is what we've been building to all this time,
What
people.
the
Some of
fuck?
the worst CGI you'll ever see in
Oh,
your
that
entire
is terrible.
life.
They look like meatballs, like Pac-Man or something like that.
What are you screaming at? They're just overcooked meatballs.
It's like a demented Pac-Man. Like a horror.
Oh god, these are making the spider from It look real. That's how bad it is, people.
This Pac-Man, they're eating everything up.
Come on, just add in the other Pac-Man characters and the
Yeah. Even Nostalgia Critic said they look like Pac-Man things. Thank God Nostalgia Critic and I agree. Oh, just kill him, hurry up. Thank you. I love how the door closes.
Inside, in case you want to eat him too.
Yeah, no, don't.
So as they watch the
Pac-Man,
film literally crumble before their eyes, the mystery writer decides he needs one more monologue to sum up the scene.
Okay.
We know what happens to today when it becomes yesterday.
Okay.
It waits for them, the timekeepers of eternity.
What's
always
this, a
following
fucking
behind,
Doctor Who summary episode?
cleaning up the mess in the most efficient way possible. By eating it.
Well, yeah, I guess you can't argue there. It really is the most efficient way possible. Sending giant elephant turds with chainsaw teeth to eat up every half second of time.
Yeah, that makes
Boy,
sense.
God must have been really fucking baked when he came up with that idea.
Yeah, he must have been smoking a joint.
And thus, when all time passes, you will see giant ape testicles that eat up the
Giant
world like
ape
a tuna
testicles.
sandwich.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Write it down!
Yeah, I mean, that's
So
a bit
as time
bizarre.
is eaten up by killer ski balls, the plane tries to retrace its tracks and make it back to the time rip.
What does a most secret classification mean when you're just seeing a bunch of killer cannonballs rolling up the world?
Well, gee, when you put it like that, it sounds incredibly fucking stupid.
Yeah, true.
We see that Dinah finally dies on the plane.
Wow, she dies.
A stab in the lungs
Wow.
takes longer than a stab in the
That's quite
back.
brave.
To take effect. And they finally reach what they've been looking
Normally
for.
kids don't die in movies. Or
Ladies and
TV
gentlemen,
series.
We have found what we were looking for.
It appears to be a sky gina.
Yeah, I was thinking the same
Okay,
thing.
here's
Yeah,
my
it did look like a
Were the
vagina.
pilots who were originally flying this plane taking a look at that thing and saying, yeah, we want to go through that? Seriously, why would they aim for this thing? Wouldn't they consider the safety of the passengers first? In
Yeah.
fact, look at that.
Is that a sky giant?
Yeah, that's a sky giant. Isn't that awesome?
That's totally awesome.
It's so awesome. You dare me to go through it?
Yeah, I'll dare you to go through
Dare me
it.
to go
I'm
through it.
totally
I'll
daring
go
you
through
to
it,
go
man.
through it.
I'll
Go
go
through
through
it,
it.
man.
I'm going
Go
through
through
it.
it. It's gonna be
I'm going
awesome.
through it. Oh, this is the best idea I ever had.
I love
But
how
the
the
mystery
Nostalgia
writer
Critic's
points out that they were
glasses
all
just
asleep
fell
when
on
they
the
went through it the first
chair.
time, and so they all have to be asleep to get through it again. So they decide to put the pressure up to knock everybody out, but there's still another problem.
One of us will have to stay awake to turn the pressure up just before we fly through the rip. So one of us will...
One of us will have to die.
Not it.
Not it.
Actually, the British guy decides to
Oh,
sacrifice
of course,
his
the British
life.
guy.
I guess he's knocked
It's the
out
right
so
thing
many
to
other
do.
people,
He is
it
British
only seems-
after all.
So everybody gets knocked
the
out
polite
and
thing
flies
to
the
do.
plane through the rip.
It's part of his job description as a British man.
I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you.
Airplane.
It's so beautiful!
And of course, he ultimately disappears. Why the hell his clothes, shoes, and belt don't stay behind is anybody's guess, but who cares? They made it home. But is it really home?
But what do you see out the window? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Hey,
Except for the obvious moving cars down
yeah, I
there.
saw that. I was going to say
Oops.
that. I saw
They
something
land the
moving.
plane and everything seems deserted. But that's because they realize that time is catching up with them.
New people, look at the new people.
No, what?
you hear
No
what
people
she
or new
said?
people?
Is that who we are? The new people?
The new people.
Are we the new people?
Are we
Wow.
the new people? Are we the new people? We are! We are the new people! And the only way new people can celebrate is by doing a stereotypical freeze frame! Yeah!
I don't get it. That music.
Oh, God, this was stupid.
Yeah, but it was
To its
good.
credit, it does keep you interested
Bad, but
enough to
good.
want to know what's going on, as most Stephen King stories
It was
do.
cheesy,
Some
but
of the actors are pretty good
I like
too,
the
but there's
cheesiness
just
to it.
so many goofy performances, nonsensical logic, bad effects,
Mm.
and just the stupidest letdown climax that it's hard to fully take it seriously. I mean, are you really telling me that giant mutant mudballs are eating all of the past?
Let's find out.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm sending you 45 minutes in the past to see if your theory's correct.
Well, do we have to?
Yes, hurry!
Alright, keep your beard on.
Hey, this is your beard too.
Everything seems to be okay.
Yes, I...
Of course.
Shit. Yeah, I thought we were supposed to eat 2:30.
We were supposed to eat 2:30. Well, maybe it was supposed to be 2:35.
No, I'm pretty sure it was 2:30.
Supposed to eat 2:30.
Never mind us. We're just giant floating malted milk balls here. We're,
You do look like chocolate balls.
nothing out
or
of the
something.
ordinary at all. Everyday occurrence.
Someone looks like out the Tremors or something.
No, man, the sky giant is gonna be pissed.
I'm blaming you.
The end. Alright. Well. Damn. That was quite an experience. I mean, wow. That was just one hell of an experience, I gotta say. Oh boy.
Scaring the little girl! Lady!
Yeah, that guy's voice cracks even more than mine. Jesus, and that's quite saying something.
Hey,
Ooh.
you guys, since you've been so nice and waited after the credits, we have a special little thing for you.
Oh, this is new.
That Guy with the Glasses Volume 2 DVD is coming out.
Ah,
It has all
promotion
sorts of good
sales, of
stuff.
course.
It has a new Ask That Guy, a new bum review
Selling
of Scott
DVDs
Pilgrim
and
versus
stuff.
the World, a new How to Be a Pirate, and two, count them, 2 Nostalgia Critics, 2 new ones. Yes, that's right. It has a review of a video game by
reviews, the guy reads video game confessions.
and it also has a review of Reefer Madness, a classical film. It's wonderful, wonderful. But why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because you stayed after the credits. You're good viewers. You can pre-order it now. That's right. Pre-orders start March 16th, and we'll ship them out March 27th. That's right. You get to see them before anyone else can see them. It's unbelievable. Now, when the DVD actually does come out, we'll have a commercial. We'll let you know. But this is for the people that actually waited till the end credits because you're so wonderful. You're so wonderful. I love you so much. So go. There's a link under there. You can get it. Go. Or you don't have to. Yes, you do. Go now!
Oh, Jesus. Okay, that was a very bizarre ending. That was the Langoliers, or whatever the hell you pronounce it. I still can't pronounce the bloody name of this movie or TV series. I think it's like a TV/movie. A bit like the Stephen King A Storm of the Century. You know, it was a TV series, but it was sort of like compiled into a movie, a long-length movie. So I don't know if they did the same here. But my thoughts, I thought this was very cheesy, very silly, but I thought it was really good. Not really good. I mean, it was acceptable. I'll tell you what it reminded me of. It reminded me of a Goosebumps episode. That's what it reminded me of. Everyone knows that the Goosebumps episodes are gonna be cheesy, silly, a little bit over the top. Well, some of them anyway. But it's got that charm to it. That's why Goosebumps is really good, because it's got that sort of cheap sort of storytelling effect to it. And that's what it reminded me of. It had the same feeling as a Goosebumps story, because I absolutely love Goosebumps. I love the Goosebumps TV series. Absolutely amazing. Loved them as a kid, and I still love them today. This is what it reminded me of, like a Goosebump episode. That's what it did remind me of. I think this would have been better as a Goosebump episode. But I gotta say, I'm actually quite surprised that the kid died in this movie. Not a lot of movies have the balls to kill off a kid in a movie. It's quite shocking, actually. So congratulations on that part. Not that it's like a good thing. We should start killing every kid on a movie or anything. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying it's quite shocking. Because a lot of people don't have the balls, to kill off a kid. They'll probably get stabbed, shot, and they always survive, and it's always happy and wonderful, and roses and rainbows, and it just breaks the immersion of the movie, the realisticness of the movie when, the kid just always survives the impossible, like true love. and it just, the kid survives because of love. You know, it's just like, oh, come on. But yeah, I'm glad they sort of tried to make it as realistic as possible, but that sort of broke the moment of the bad acting and the terrible meatball Pac-Man things. And yeah, it was just and the Rice Krispies, you know, that just you can't get scared. If you got to build up attention, don't use cereal to explain the situation. That's gonna break the immersion. But to be honest, I gotta say, guys, I kind of, even though it was bad, I kind of enjoyed it. Maybe it was because of all the popular actors in this movie, or TV series, like Dean Stockwell and David Morse, and just some other actors. I think even though it's bad, I think I could watch this. I think I could sit down with a cheesy pizza, a bit of popcorn, you know, a Dr. Pepper, and chill out to this and think of it like a Goosebump episode. I really could. But then again, that just explains how my terrible taste buds in movies are. I really must be a sucker for bad movies or TV series, even though this is bad in comparison. But yet, I don't think it's the worst. I've seen worse. Maybe it's the fact that I've seen so many bad movies and TV series that I'm actually starting to like, that I'm starting to lower my standards. But yeah. As for this, I would give it a try, honestly. It's very fascinating, even though it's not a masterpiece by Stephen King. But honestly, I would give it a try. I wouldn't have any expectations from it. I'm not going to come like, oh, this is wonderful, amazing. You know, this deserves an Oscar. But I could watch this like a Goosebump episode and just go have a laugh at the overreacting and stuff. You know, just a funny sort of thing to watch with your friend. Make them endure it. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give a like, comment down below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.